Do you know that feeling when the world seems to crumble around you and everyone expects you to fall apart? That moment when the pressure is so intense you can barely breathe. We've all been there. But what if, in that exact moment, instead of panicking, you could switch on a different part of your brain, a part that's calm, focused, and calculating? Imagine a pilot facing sudden engine failure. The cabin is shaking, alarms are blaring, passengers are screaming. Panic is the natural response, right? It's what everyone expects. But the seasoned pilot doesn't panic. Her heart rate might spike for a second, but then training takes over. She's not thinking about the disaster. She's calculating altitude, airspeed, distance to the nearest runway, wind direction. She's running through checklists, making a series of cold, logical decisions. She's not ignoring the fear. She's using it as fuel for focus. They thought she'd panic, but she calculated. This isn't just for pilots or surgeons in high-stakes situations. It applies to our everyday lives. Think about a sudden job loss. The initial shock is overwhelming. The fear of the unknown, of bills piling up, of what people will think. It's a recipe for panic. But what if you took a deep breath and started calculating? You'd assess your savings. You'd update your resume. You'd calculate how many job applications you can send out per day. You'd network, reach out to contacts, and identify new skills you could learn. You're turning a crisis into a project plan, or consider a difficult conversation you've been avoiding. Maybe it's with a partner, a boss, or a friend. The anxiety builds up. You imagine all the ways it could go wrong. You expect a fight, a breakdown, a disaster. But instead of letting emotion run the show, you calculate, what is the goal of this conversation? What are the key points you need to make? What are the possible reactions, and how can you respond to each one calmly? You prepare your opening, you listen actively, and you steer the conversation toward a solution. They thought you'd get emotional, but you stayed strategic. The secret here is preparation and mindset. It's about training your brain to see problems not as terrifying monsters, but as complex puzzles waiting to be solved. When you feel that wave of panic rising, acknowledge it. Say to yourself, okay, this is fear. Then immediately pivot. Ask yourself, what is the very next, smallest logical step I can take? Don't think about the whole mountain. Just focus on that first step. This skill isn't something you're born with. It's a muscle you build. You can practice it with small, everyday challenges. Your computer crashes before you saved a big project. Instead of yelling, you start calculating recovery software, autosave folders, tech support. You get lost in a new city. Instead of freaking out, you calculate, check your phone's map, look for street signs, ask a local for directions. Each time you choose calculation over panic, you're rewiring your brain. You're teaching yourself that you are not a victim of your circumstances. You are the architect of your response. You are the one in control. The world will always throw chaos our way. People will always underestimate our resilience. They might expect tears, fear, or a complete meltdown. Let them, because while they're waiting for you to panic, you'll be busy calculating your next move, finding the solution, and quietly, powerfully taking charge of the situation. That's a true superpower. Thanks for watching. If this idea resonates with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more content on building a stronger mindset. See you in the next one.